Alright guys, it's time to look at Alchemy Pay on the channel once again. Now I haven't done a video on Alchemy Pay in 2 months. So this coin has just been really going sideways for a very long time. And there was really no news, guys. And I am not sure what is propelling Alchemy Pay at the moment. Now, I have, quite a bit of Alchemy Pay myself. It's probably one of my, I can say, mid-sized bags. And basically, I looked on their Twitter, guys, and I really can't find anything that, would drive this price. This is the latest news from 5 hours ago, and they say big news. But hey, this started pumping not 5 hours ago. If I put this on an hourly time frame, you'll see it started pumping, at 7 o'clock on the 26th yesterday. So about 25 hours ago. So either somebody knew what was going to happen with this license, which, I don't think that's a super big deal. I mean, yeah, it's nice, but I don't think it's going to drive the price like this. So anyways, guys, let's jump back into the charts on a daily time frame here again. And we are starting to take out this local top here, which we had at the beginning of December. Now, let's take a look at this in history a little bit more. Now, back in the spring, we did get all the way up to about 5.1 cents. So we did do a little bit better than this little local top that we had. But before that, guys, it was basically the spring before that we hit again around the same area. Basically 5.1 cents. And, this is like a double top almost right there. And we almost kind of had a triple top here. I would say this had to go up a little bit higher. But, with the triple top, I'm not sure if we would go up here like this now and top out and then come back down. If this would just be like some little bit of a deviation, you can say. And it wouldn't really count as a top, of course, I think. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous it's going to top out once again at 5.1 cents. Now, if we think about like projects, for example, like AMP. AMP has a big problem getting over 1.2 cents. So, is this an area you should probably take profit? Maybe. Maybe you want to take between about 5.1 cents all the way up to about maybe 5.2, 5.3 cents when it hits the top of this Fibonacci. Now, keep in mind, these lines aren't 100% perfect. Nothing ever will be on any influencer's channel. But yeah, guys, I'm thinking, of taking a little bit of profit maybe at 5.1, 5.2 cents. If we look at the RSI, let's see, I can show you, this actually doesn't look too bad on many of these indicators here with the RSI and Stochastic RSI. Let me just kind of zoom in over here so we can see this a little bit better. Now, you can see it on the 1 day time frame, it is starting to get overbought here on the RSI, but the Stochastic RSI has room to grow. That's not bad, guys. Let me go back to the weekly time frame here. Now this actually looks pretty good. It's pointed to the upside that the RSI still has some room to grow. And the Stochastic RSI is pretty much almost at the bottom still. I mean, it has a long way to go. Now let me jump back over the 1 day and go to the 4 hour. Now it's overbought on the 4 hour time frames on both RSI and Stochastic RSI. Now on the 1 hour, it is pointed up here on the RSI. It's overbought. But still a little bit more room to grow on the Stochastic RSI. And let's look at the 15-minute for fun here. So yeah, just getting into overbought here on the RSI, and still the Stochastic RSI has room to grow. So now, if I think about that, it's probably, I would say, about 50-50 really. But on the longer time frame, like I said, the weekly time frame looks pretty good. The daily, yeah, it's pointed to the upside. But look, I mean, it can stay up here just a little while and still has a little bit of room to grow, but the Stochastic RSI, can grow a lot more. So longer term time frames look slightly better than these, short terms, I would say, just going through this. But okay, on the 4 hour Stochastic, and the 1 hour or 15-minute stoke. Actually, did I look at the 1 hour or okay, the 1 hour? Yeah, the 1 hour and the 15-minute actually look okay on the Stoke RSI still. But yeah, I mean, I would say it's still going to pump a little bit more, honestly, in my opinion. Just looking at the RSIs, and you know, it's trying to punch through this Fibonacci right now. And let's see where this goes, guys. I'm probably going to take a little bit off the table, just because we're seeing a greater pullback across the board. You know, with Bitcoin and everything. If this gets up to 5.1, 5.2 cents, you know, I could take a little bit off. Now, if I lose a little bit of Alchemy Pay, it's okay. I have 15,000 myself. You know, my goal was always like, I think 10,000 anyway. So I may sell 5 and see if I can catch this on a pullback, guys. Now, let's take a quick look at the tokenomics of Alchemy Pay, guys. Like I said, I have 15,000 myself. It's only about a $600 position at the moment, but there is one shy less of 10 billion here on the max supply. It's good to see that they do have a max supply. Now, a little more than half of this is circulating already, and you know, that's okay. But you know, and I wish it was more, you know, circulating, I can say. It's better if you see most of the supply out, because then you know that they're not going to dilute so much. But anyways, you know, it's still not bad. If we go down, the all-time high for Alchemy Pay was around 20 cents. So it's still at an 80% discount even at this level, guys. So that's not a bad discount. And Jesus, look at this. It's 96% up right now. Just keeps going up and up. So yeah, I mean, we need to see how high this pumps. But 19 cents, yeah, I mean, that's a long way away. But the Fibonacci, if we actually look at it, where does this say it can go? Yeah, here is 19 cents right here. So yeah, the Fibonacci is pointing to at least about 40 cents in this run if we go by this. So do I think 19 cents is in the cards? More than likely it is, as long as the bull run continues, which, you know, out of all the indicators, there is no indicator that says the bull run is over. So yeah, I think 19 cents is probably in the cards here for sure. Now, since I'm mentioning the bull market peak indicators, let's just take a look real quick. I'll show you. 0 from 30 have been hit, so it's 100% hold at this time, guys. So yeah, I think the Pi cycle top indicator is probably the best indicator. We can look at that right now, and as you can see, if I zoom in, it is not crossed yet. So now it is pointing up, so eventually one day it will hit and cross, but that's not right now, guys. Don't worry. Now let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here, guys. As you can see on a daily time frame, this has gone down pretty hard. Actually, it started right before, I think, midnight last night. And yeah, we do have quite a CME gap that they are talking about right now. And if I go in the, let's see, the hourly, you will see this probably. Now let me zoom here, and yeah, so you can see up here, guys, this was, yeah, okay, 7 o'clock last night, so that's about 26 hours ago. And yeah, here was 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, so I mean, this just went down really quickly. And there's quite a gap, guys. So if you're going to do a long position, this is probably about the time you should do a long, you know. It is, what, about, I would estimate, I don't know when it closed. Actually, we can go to the daily here. It closed on Friday up here. And that would mean it closed, okay, 104,870. So yeah, it's got about a $5,000 move it can make to close that gap to the upside. Now, taking a quick look at Ethereum, guys. Again, I am on my second PC, so I have this drawing instead of what I have on my other PC as you normally see. But I do want to point out, while I'm bearish on Ethereum, it is, you know, playing a little inverse head and shoulders here, actually. Not a head and shoulders, but this is an inverse head and shoulders, which is bullish. As you can see, you have a shoulder, head, and it is starting to make this right shoulder now. Now, if it breaks the neckline, which, you know, is somewhere about the Fibonacci line here, the target is all the way up to about $6,000, guys. So let's hope Ethereum can finally complete this inverse head and shoulders, because I'm really getting sick of and tired of, Ethereum just going sideways. I would like to see Ethereum be successful. Now, like I said, I think Ethereum is extremely slow and expensive, and there's just a lot more better blockchains these days. And, it's just, I think there's just better cryptos that you can make more money on than Ethereum, especially at this point. Now Ethereum is only $3,000. It's not, $100,000 like Bitcoin, of course. But there's just other newer cryptos, more innovative, and, you'll probably do better in them than, holding Ethereum. Now, taking a quick look at the market cap, guys, it did not crash through the 3.28 trillion. A little bit surprised that it got a bounce there. I thought it would be a little bit lower, but I guess not. Now, the market cap, excluding Bitcoin, 1.34 is holding as well. So that's a little bit surprising to me. Let's see how high we can bounce now. Now, guys, the dominance, it is still in this W pattern, really. I'm kind of shocked, and it is kind of breaking this neckline right now, guys, on the daily time frame. So that is not good, because if that were to take place, guys, basically the measurement, I know this is not a trend line, but it's just the easiest way for me to measure it. Now, if it breaks this neckline, the technical target is actually all the way up here at about 63.31%, guys. That would be devastating for altcoins. Probably my bag, which right now I've lost several thousands, I would probably lose maybe $15,000, just with that move for sure. So we really need this to break down eventually, and we don't need it to make, another higher low. That would be bad, guys. So let's see what happens. There's still time today, 4 hours and 14 minutes on the clock here. Anything can happen, and basically it's wicked up to this 59.58 and got a rejection so far. Now, it also got a nasty rejection over here as well, guys, when it tried to push through. And you can see that basically it went down here. And you can see this rejection right here. It got a nasty rejection all the way down here. But let's see, guys. We really need this to hold. Now, as for the Altseason Index, guys, 45. So that is not good. As you can see, we are below these two peaks. So my thesis is not holding where I thought we would, stay above these peaks. But for the most part, guys, we have stayed above it. Let's see how long this lasts. It probably won't last that long, actually. Now, Fear and Greed, 71. We are cooling down a little bit, and I do expect probably tomorrow more of a cool down. So I, probably will even be around, I would say 65 if I have to guess. And anyways, let's take a look at the crypto bubbles, guys. It is ugly across the board. On the top 100, there's just nothing in green, really. The 200, it's going to be ugly as well. Yeah, really ugly, guys. Yeah, there's only a couple here in green. If we look at even the 300, let's see, ACH, yeah, there we go, 102% now. And that's amazing, guys, especially on a day like today. And I'm just not sure what news is really driving this. If somebody knows something, please let me know in the comments. And now, if you want to stake your coins, guys, go to Coinondo. And as you can see here, I was looking for Theta Network a little while ago. And basically, you have the times, like here is flexible. Or, for example, you have 90 days. You do have limits. Be aware of all that, guys. You don't want to get stuck in a position that you can't get out of. And especially if you're satisfied with the price. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, become a member, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.